Mom's greatest gift, Barbara Nersesian.
When I was a teenager, I always thought I knew more than my mom. Mom, slender, all of 5'2.5". Mom always said what was on her mind. She never ever minced words. I didn't always like what was on her mind. Mom, you always knew best. Toastmaster's honored guest, Madam Chair, and anyone who's ever had a mom. When I was a teenager, I always thought I knew more than my mom. After all, she lived in the past. This was my time, right? Sometimes I'd be so furious with her. I'd yell at her that she just didn't understand me. I'd yell and scream. I'd slam the door as hard as I could. I'd ran around the block. I got it all out of my system, and I felt pretty good. By the time I got home, no one else was happy. Mom had her hands full with me. I was not easy to live with. I made mountains out of molehill. Got that one from my dad. I remember that day that I had saved up all my babysitting money. I bought myself this beautiful pink Angora sweater. How I love that sweater. A pack of angry wolves couldn't keep me from that sweater. One day, I came home from school, and there was Mom, waiting. I have something to tell you. I lost your sweater. I'm so sorry. My pink Angora sweater, it was now the size that would fit a toddler. Being the drama queen that I was, I cannot live another day without this sweater. My life is ruined over forever. Being a teenage girl is just not easy. Mom with her humor. We could always save it for when you have a daughter of your own. She laughed, I laughed. We were having a typical Rosenfeld family moment. You see, Mom used humor to make things better. The best thing about wisdom is that it shows up in very strange ways, like laughter. I was beginning to see Mom in a different light. I got this aha moment. Mom was getting smarter. Life decisions, another one of those lessons. Mom, how do you make a decision when you don't like any of the solutions? If you have to rationalize, the answer is no. Go with your intuition. It's always right. I thought, way too simple an answer. Life's more complicated than that, isn't it? Mom, you always knew best. You see, when I rationalized, things never worked out. Going with my intuition, always better results. Who knew? My mother was right. She taught me to use my intuition instead of my mind. You may have heard that old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. In my case, the teacher was there all along. I just didn't recognize her. The last year of my mom's life was a challenge for both of us. Emphysema was his name, and he reared his ugly head. I loved my mom so much that I came up with a project for her, to give her a purpose, to keep on working. Mom, why not recreate the family photo album for Fred, my brother? Of course, the original's mine. I imagined Mom in her slippers and robe, toiling over that copy machine, which she did. She was happy and busy for the better part of the year. The disease stole every calorie she consumed. Mom was getting more fragile. That last year, she told me not to come and visit. It wasn't as though she didn't want to see me. She wanted me to remember her as that healthy, vivacious, audacious woman that she was. That was her gift to me. Although it was very difficult for me not to want to give her that one last hug, I honored her request. I spoke to her at 11 a.m., February 15, 2004. I got the call an hour later. She'd gone to be with Dad. I remember my mom's great intuition. I remember her great humor. I remember her laundry skills, of which my Angora sweater was a victim. Mom, you always knew best.